Hello everyone, my name is Nana, aka Onigiri.nana, and today I'm going to show you how to achieve this pink e-girl look. I'm not taking any credit for this look whatsoever. It is heavily inspired by a pic via Pinterest that was shared to me on my Discord, which is right here. Also, shameless plug for my Discord. Full disclosure, this tutorial was filmed via Twitch, so during a live stream, so if you're not following me on Twitch, what are you doing? So if you're interested in seeing how I achieve this look, then let's get started. I'm going in with ColourPop's Too Hot palette. It's literally $10. I've used it for years. It's demolished and disgusting. But one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes of all time. We're gonna go ahead and dip into this pinky shade. We're gonna go ahead and buff it and creating the illusion of a fake crease, so above my natural one. So we're gonna go ahead and buff that into the crease. And well, it's kind of like above the crease. We're making the illusion. This is also the transition shade. So if it's everywhere, honestly, I don't care. Put pink all over your lid. So we're bringing that pigment pretty high up because like I said, this is going to be a transition shade. So it will be the most dispersed, if that makes sense. Wow, this eye's looking really good. Why is the other one so fugly? What the heck? Do you guys ever just have one eye look way better than the other? And then we're gonna, I usually do the top of the lid first, but I'm actually gonna do it at the bottom. So we're just gonna go ahead and smoke out the bottom lash line as well with that same transition shade. And we're actually gonna bring it down pretty deeply. So we have this like raccoon sunken, I've been crying for 17 hours vibe going on. We're gonna go ahead with this deeper pink and essentially just go over what we just did, but in a more concise way. Oh! Okay, so I'm taking my brush because I only own like 7, not even, and I'm flattening it to make it more precise. And I'm like stamping it into my fake crease. This is a lot of wrist action, so don't go like this. I mean, you can. I wouldn't advise going with a hard, heavy hand. So we're gonna do light, circular motions using the wrists more than the fingers, if that makes sense. And we're bringing that pigment into the inner eye, inner lid. I'm taking that pigment also underneath. As such, and we're gonna like blend it out. You see how there's like a shadow difference between these two? Usually you would fill it in. The only reason why I don't is because my eyeliner is so thick, I already know it's gonna like cover it. So we're bringing the color a little bit towards the inner corner. Okay, besties, this is looking a little rough, but as we always say, trust the process because the liner is gonna cover everything up, so I'm not concerned. For eyeliner, I am going to be using the NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is a holy grail for e-girls everywhere. I've been having a love-hate relationship with it lately, but it is what it is. So I'm going to start off with a regular wing, and usually I would extend it like really far, but it looks like the look has a top wing that goes out more. So we're going to go ahead and trace from the outer corner, and we're going to bring it oh so slightly up. Like I said, I would usually go, but I'm not going to do that. And don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Okay. And so I bring it to about the middle, and then we're going to fill in. Crooked. When I look forward, it should have like a nice kind of, it's as good as it's going to get. It's fine. Now we're gonna do the other eye. If you have hooded eyelids or semi-hooded or monolids, I really suggest looking forward. Even if you don't, look forward when you do your makeup versus like stretched out. So now when I look forward, it is a tad bit better. I'm not gonna like mess with it too much because it's getting too wet. Sorry, this is where my pupil is, right? So we're gonna go up and then slightly, Like, okay, this is where the pupil is. This is where the end of, like, my eye is. Like, okay, like this. So, going straight up, that's where the line is gonna be. So, sometimes I dot it for reference, so, like, it's very faint. But that's how I, like, know it's there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and... slightly extend further than the original wing that was made. As such. And then we're just gonna go ahead and... And so now with the look, we're gonna make this shadow this. Oh my, what the oh god. I'm so scared. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like go from here and then and I made it a swoop. I forgot to make the other one a swoop, so we're gonna go and then we're gonna connect. We always want this hourglass shape. You know what I mean? We're gonna go ahead and go down in the same angle that our wing is at, essentially. And I always advise using thin liner and then making it thicker as you go, because it's easier to fix that than it is not. Those are not the same angle. Those are actually different. Okay. So this is the Moira, You're Blooming Like the Perfect Flower palette, and we're gonna go ahead and dip into this shade to highlight the inner corner. So I'm gonna dip into this brush and then just drag upwards as such. So yeah, we're just like, and also with your inner corner, you should really bring it up because it just like opens up the eye so much more and it's super sexy slay. I made the eyeliner a little bit thicker. It's time for the inner corners. I usually use the NYX Epic ink liner for my wings, but I don't like using them in my inner corners because they literally bleed everywhere and I have the most watery fucking eyes on the planet. So I'm gonna go ahead and outline my inner corners with eyeshadow and then like carefully place some eyeliner to like deepen the color because if I don't, it's going to bleed. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take any like dark brown eyeshadow essentially. So taking an angled brush, I'm dipping into a dark eyeshadow and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead in a downwards motion with an angled brush and make the sketch outline inner corner. So, and we're gonna take that shadow and like also blend it into where our eyeliner is naturally. So we should have something like that. All right, we're gonna start doing the bottom liner now. We're gonna go ahead and swoop out slightly and then go up and fill in. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 spikies. So we did 1, and we're gonna just like, I'm just gonna make a line. And then I'll connect them later. Okay, essentially right now what I'm doing, you guys, is just like fixing it. Trying to make it more even and things like that. Let's do this eye. One more spiky. Next, we're gonna go ahead and draw the heart on the outside. You can use a heart like stamped liner, but I freehand it because I guess I just want to make more problems for myself. So we're gonna go ahead and do the heart. We're gonna go ahead and put it right here. I start by making the letter V very tiny, and then I connect it into a little heart like so, and then we fill in. And as you can see, it's fugly, so we got to fix her up a bit. Time to do the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and make that V shape. Oh, that's so cute. And so let me get the glue. All right, listen. If your lashes are peeling off on the inner corners, there are two issues that might be happening. One, they might be too long. When you get a new pair of lashes, you need to trim them to your eye shape. The closer they are to your inner corner, the more likely they are going to detach and flip up because of the way our eye dynamic blinking works. The second issue might be the glue that you're using. If you use like a latexy, super latexy base, like tube lash glue, they slide everywhere. I have no idea how anybody ever does that. So, a glue that I recommend is the Duo Brush On adhesive. It is like the white clear formula. A good alternative is also the House of Lashes. They're very similar in formulation, and also their Lily Lashes has their rendition of it too. So anything that's like very brush on, right? So here's the lash. So what with this formulation, we just dip, oh my gosh, dip and then apply. And when the glue is first applied, you can tell that it's like white essentially, and we want it to get really freaking tacky. Do not just automatically apply them, or else they're gonna slide everywhere and not actually stick. Okay, so some people say they wait 30 seconds for their lashes to dry. I do not. I wait as long as I freaking can. I also bend it like this. I like freaking shake it and shit. We really want it to be tacky. We're gonna go ahead and glue the lash. Some people use tweezers when they apply their lashes. I do not. I don't own tweezers. So I use my hands, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna look forward or even downward if you want, and you're gonna go from an upward angle and place, okay? And when you place it, you like really stick it in there because you don't want it to slide, and if you let it get tacky enough, it should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and go up, and then place with the inner corner first, and then extend it up. And it's that simple. Then once it's placed, I'm gonna like push it. So with the other lash, do the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and from an upward angle, place down as such. And that is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a ton of fun doing this look, especially live on Twitch. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to follow me on all my other social media, including TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and Twitch. The list keeps getting longer. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!